first, I want to start by just thanking the hosts for this hackathon. It's a cool building, it's a cool event, we had fun, we had smart conversations. One other thing with the Bitcoin community, however, is you guys are way too smart, right? The conversation needs to be dumbed down just a little bit in order to get, you meet young people using Bitcoin, you meet women using Bitcoin. And I think gaming presents an awesome opportunity to lower that barrier of entry for pretty much everybody, regardless of where you are. So this weekend I was a little bit conflicted, right? Do I build something I'm passionate about, or do I seize the opportunity and actually build something that's going to change the world? Like you haven't heard that enough, right? So I started with preposition ready. 10 hours of coding into it, I got bored. I didn't want to do it. It wasn't my interest, right? And so I became a lot more passionate about another idea that's been in my mind for a while. Okay, this is server. There are not so many people paying attention to the drink side of the food industry. You don't have a lot of food services, but nothing something specifically for drinks, right? So here's the premise of this. Right now, there are a lot of bartenders, or good bartenders at least, who get a comp from their manager of the restaurant. It'll be $50 a day, $100 a day, whatever the scenario is. Give that to the folks who take care of you, give it to your friends, whatever, just don't, use our liquor. So what I'm proposing is these very same bartenders sell that comp at a discount to folks who will pay for it in Bitcoin. So the bartender will end up getting $70 in Bitcoin, and I get a cheaper drink. So here's how the flow works. You're a bartender, you start the sign-up process, and it's really short. You just enter the phone number to your restaurant, they pull it from the Yelp API, everything's already in there. We move on to the next step. We just ask some simple questions. We don't want this to be a whole form. But more importantly, I think we present an opportunity for bartenders to get into the freelance scene and actually start participating in corporate events and private parties to earn Bitcoins, right? So, we get past all that, you signed up, and now, I want to take advantage of this. I see this bartender, and visit their profile. Can you actually see this? You've been looking at one screen this whole time? That's bad. No one said anything? Just wondering. I'm not looking at my phone. All right, so you pick the bartender, and this bartender is offering various specials, comps for the day. And you can actually also see from the list of bartenders what the comp amount is that they have for the day, how many comps they have left, and whatever the case is, right? Now, when I get a cool idea, I try to get like freaking feature intense with it. Oh, this will work too, throw it in there. That will work too, throw it in there, right? And being a gameraholic, I have to gamify something. This is kind of like my rule when I go to hackathons. I have to gamify something, otherwise I can't wear a gameraholic shirt. It's kind of like pointless. A little bit about my background. This is what I do. I just go hackathon to hackathon and just add game mechanics and stuff, right? I'm being serious. So, this is my company, Gameraholic, and recently I proposed to Emirates Airlines that they could use airline miles as virtual currency in video games that they really liked. I proposed to HP that they could use gaming to identify the alphas within the organization, and that they really liked as well. And gaming, well, I couldn't get to build it this weekend, but it was the last piece of this platform that gets the Gameraholic touch. And that's going to be the out and about side of the platform. I don't want it to sound as though I'm trying to make it too big picture. I don't want it to sound like an unfocused entrepreneur. But I think it's important to get across the big picture message. So, we're all entrepreneurs. Your idea just doesn't stop at the initial conception, right? So the big picture here with out and about, I hate going out to bars and I don't know the women of my interests will be there, right? And I just keep striking out. Left and right, I'm just striking out, right? So with out and about, this very same concept, bartender, I get a drink from the bartender.
Wait, we gotta see the screen.
Nice. Good cash, brother. Much appreciated. All right, so I'll buy this drink. I'll prepay for the drink in Bitcoin from the bartender using the server account, right? Now I can take this $10 coupon, just move it to the side and put it out in the open, and say I'm announcing I'm going to be at this particular bar at 8 o'clock, and I'm giving away a $10 drink to a lovely lady who wants to come accompany me for the evening, right? But there's a catch. Right? In order to show that you are actually of my interest, you're going to have to answer a question of my interest to actually get the free drink. Right? So if skydiving is my thing, you're going to have to answer a question on skydiving that proves that we're at least going to be able to talk for 15 minutes. You answer the question right, the ticket gets unlocked, come down to the bar, we have a conversation and a drink. I think that's freaking awesome. Right? Alright, so this is where the world-changing part of it that really motivated me to build fish rather than the preposition base. And this is in concept, and it's again the big picture, you know, make it as big as possible and then shrink down from there. And that would be the local cooks side of things, right? I realized the full potential of Bitcoin at a meetup a while back when someone said, you know what, if Whole Foods wanted to, you could actually buy a banana at Whole Foods, and you'll be able to see on the blockchain where they got the banana from, how much they paid for it. Did they actually get it from a local farmer? Is it organic? Like, why wouldn't Whole Foods do that? Right? But we both agreed Whole Foods is not going to do that. But here comes an awesome opportunity to do so. You already have local farmers, right? A couple of weeks ago, I'm walking to 9th Street. The only African restaurant in San Francisco is at 9th Street, and I don't like walking that far. I don't like walking past 6th and 7th. So I said, you know, well, if someone's cooking an extra dish, then I can pay for that dish with Bitcoin, and I get my food, right? But now you can actually add that Whole Foods layer onto it. You say, well, I don't really want to just go to a random person's house and eat. That's, you know, I don't even like food trucks, right? But if it's mandatory that this person has to buy the ingredients that they're going to cook my meal with from local farmers, if there's someone growing tomatoes on their roof or on their basement, whatever the case is, they now have a way to get sales in, right? And all that information is stored in the blockchain. So I can actually see where my cucumbers come from. Right? Someone wanted to do a side chain of images. You can be a local farmer growing your tomatoes, and you can actually start including images and videos in the blockchain of this great fruit that you're producing. All right, this is not a rogue concept, it's already a proven business model. Whole Foods is doing this now. I mean, this is just Bitcoin's way of disrupting the Whole Foods model. That's what I'm thinking anyway. That's the big picture side of it, right? I'll leave it there for some questions for now. I don't want it to get way too cloudy.
When you were going into solving your lady problem, I thought it was going to be something like you were going to sell to the bar, and then you were going to get analytics on what types of drinks were going to be served at that bar, and then based off of like female drinks and guy drinks, like you would have figured out if there were more women there.
This is brilliant. That's what you wanted to do.
I will back that. But I'm not sure if I see the sort of uniqueness of using this for Bitcoin versus, is there a unique factor to this, or are you just passionate about sort of like bringing Bitcoin to the masses through bars?
Well, it's not just bars, just know the very invention. It can't just be, you know, you got to pay $100 or $50 or $20 of Bitcoin every time you want to get it again. If you want to buy 25 cents and get 100 coins, knock yourself out. If you want to just go get a $10 martini with Bitcoins, knock yourself out. I think that should be fair conversation in the Bitcoin community.
Cool. So if the bartender is giving, are they selling their comp tab for Bitcoin? And if so, is the bar going to be pissed about that?
I don't think so. Right now there are piles of services that are addressing restaurants. Right. What we're doing is saying, okay, look, let's go directly to the employees. It ends up being a benefit for the restaurant because now you actually have 10, 20 people in your establishment. Well, maybe you got 5 bartenders, but there's a waiter side of it as well. But we'll actually be doing the social promotions to get new customers, new engagement coming into the establishment rather than one restaurant having one marketing person handling all that work. I think it would be an awesome benefit to the restaurant.
Okay.
Yes, sir?
Have you ever thought about gamifying where in the world is Mark Harkless?
No.